Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are discussing a few issues we may run into in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So just about everyone in the community is super excited about Animal Crossing New Horizons releasing in just over 9 weeks. As you probably already know, this is going to be the first mainline Animal Crossing game since New Leaf, which came out nearly 7 years ago. So there's a lot of hype surrounding this game. But in today's video, we're approaching things from a slightly different angle for a change, as we're going to be looking at some of the problems we may face while playing. Now, since the original Animal Crossing game, we have been able to travel between towns. In the GameCube days, it was a case of jumping on board a train at the local train station and visiting a friend's town locally. It was much the same in Wild World and City Folk by opening and closing the town gates. However, these games also added a way to visit towns over Wi-Fi, allowing you to travel to a friend's town anywhere in the world. The train station returned in Animal Crossing New Leaf, merging the features from previous installments, allowing players to visit other towns locally or over the internet. The best part of this feature is, it has always been free to visit other towns. Unfortunately, this is no longer the case in New Horizons. Now, whilst local multiplayer is a thing, visiting friends over the internet and online multiplayer is now locked behind a paywall. If you are not a Nintendo Switch Online subscriber, you simply will not be able to visit a friend's faraway town, or island. The Dodo at Dodo Airlines will likely lecture you about coughing up the cost of a subscription if you want to travel that far, which sucks. This could potentially stop players being able to earn certain Nook Miles for travelling, restrict the ability to trade items, and if the adorable Katie returns, means you'll likely never meet her, which is annoying. The good news is Nintendo always offers trials of the service, so don't worry. The next possible problem that we could encounter in Animal Crossing New Horizons involves the position of Player 1's house. If, for example, we get a map like this when we first start New Horizons, we are limited to positioning our tent within the smaller centre area of the map shown here. This is because at the start of the game, the island is still deserted in many ways, and in short, we won't have built any bridges yet, so we will unlikely be able to get outside of this part of the map until we acquire the vaulting pole tool. So if you're hoping to place your house in front of the cliffs, for example, or on a second level, you won't be able to at the beginning, at least that's how it appears at the moment. The good news is we can assume after the player has developed the island a little bit, obtained some tools and constructed a few bridges, new areas will be available around the island for future players' houses. I do have a theory though that the tent isn't the final position of where our upgraded houses will be, so this could solve that problem. Another problem players of Animal Crossing New Horizons may face is of course trolls and untrustworthy friends. Back in the New Leaf days, most of us probably experienced some level of disappointment when someone you didn't necessarily want around town ran over your only Jacob's ladder or stole your fruits and other dropped items. Worse still, there's been horror stories of people somehow visiting random people's towns and chopping everyone's trees down, leaving a very empty and stump-ridden town behind. Anyway, Animal Crossing New Horizons is all about developing a deserted island and turning it into a thriving community, and this will likely involve placing a lot of furniture outside, as we've already seen, and this is a first for any mainline game. Unfortunately, this introduces a new risk of people secretly snagging a piece of furniture or even a perfect fruit tree when you're not looking. In past games this really wasn't an issue as furniture was kept inside houses, but now things can be placed outside, we could run into problems if we're not careful. The good news is there are likely safeguards in place, and if all else fails you can limit your island's access to close friends only. Let's just hope visitor locations are highlighted on the island's map this time around. That is a must-have feature for me as I think it would be super useful. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to discuss these potential problems a little bit, more as a talking point than anything else. Of course, Animal Crossing New Horizons is going to be amazing and is already set to be the best installment of Animal Crossing yet. Anyway, for now that pretty much wraps up this video. If you're an Animal Crossing fan, don't forget to subscribe. There's rumours of a direct being announced tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Until then, I'd like to give a special thank you to this channel's Patreon supporters, you guys rock. Don't forget to head over to our Discord server too, and of course, if you got this far in the video, please comment problems, just to let me know you did, that would be super awesome. And please be sure to include if you're worried about people stealing your furniture, and whether or not you're a Nintendo Switch Online member. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Please be sure to leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.